Hello everybody and welcome back. Good morning to you all. Um, thanks to everybody who's been viewing and subscribing, liking and disliking my videos. You got back to me, you told me what you didn't like. Gonna make an effort to change that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate constructive criticism. Bane of my life, my whole life, there's been people just saying something and then not saying a way to improve it or giving you a chance to change it. It's the stuff that hurts. So yeah, thank you for that. I really appreciate it all, and keep it coming, because improving the channel is what I want to do at the moment, and I'm planning to do it for a while. I think it's something that even if I, sort my life out and get some massively crazy other interests, I'm going to carry on doing. So yeah, thank you all. It's great, and it's really impressive to see. I never expected to get this many watches, like people watching that. It's a powerful thing, and YouTube's a powerful thing. But today we're going to be visiting the Dozer and having a look at what I've been up to during my insomniac laced night. So this is a bit of a gameplay update as well. First thing about the Dozer, when you're driving it around, you first get in it, always make sure you raise that rear hook up. Use the Y button to do that, and this stops it dragging into the ground and digging holes as you're driving around, going up and down slopes. For some reason it always resets to the middle. It doesn't matter what position you leave it in. The blade on the front, let's check it. Yeah, it's level at the moment. I think it doesn't reset to level. It will remember what angle you left it at, but the the hook seems to reset to the middle setting. So yeah, we're digging holes. There you go. See how that hook caught and dug a hole there. So yeah, we're just gonna quickly have a look. So I've been moving machinery around and sort of thinking about my hopper layout and that kind of thing. So we've got a double drum machine rigged up over there, changed the line in, got a different waste output, placed loads of dumper with the waste so that I can run it down to the roads easy enough. And I think what I'm going to do is go in here and just sort of push the material down there. And then... oh, I could build the hoppers up with the excavator. Yeah, well, we're doing the Dozer, so I'm not going to start from over here with this dozing way. I'm going to start from in the middle there somewhere, I think. That'll be a smarter way to do business, because most of this hole at this end is already sort of complete. And I don't really want to go into the pay dirt too much. I use the loader for that down there. So what I'm going to do is just scrape off this topsoil. It's getting kind of deep for the loader in that hole. So we're just quickly going to go through dozing and do's and don'ts. Because if you doze too much, like I did an hour's worth of dozing and I moved a lot of material, there is some kind of lag pull currently in the game. But the same person who pointed out the horror story of an error in my video, and I completely agree with them, and I'm really happy for that. I really am. Sorry to go on about it. But also pointed out on the Discord that we have an update coming. Yes, the soil update is coming. It's been in the works for I think a couple of weeks. I missed the announcement because I was chatting with a friend about the joys of YouTube and the best ways to deal with things, and he's started his channel as well. Currently playing a game called Armed Conflict Ostend. He has got me a copy. I will be playing it, so let me know if you want to see that, and it might motivate me to stop digging. I'll leave a link in the video description if I remember. If I don't remember, someone point it out and I'll edit it. Yeah, so what we're doing here, I just angled the blade forward to full cut using control. And when you start a cut, you want to bring it down sort of gently until it starts cutting. So if you go down too far, it just skims, which is an interesting thing to remember. And so yeah, just gently rest it on the ground, start moving forward, put it down. Oop, don't, as you're pressing forward, press E. Oh, JP, wake up. Jeez, so I'm going to back up and try that again, because I also wanted to lock it into gear to get a nice clean cut. So locked it into first gear using Z, gently brought it down till it starts cutting. Yeah, it's digging in now. Really bring it down. I really want some angle on this. So yeah, for nice clean tidy cuts, if you want a beautiful edge like this, move slow, because it stops these balls from popcorning around the blade. They tend to disappear before they get round and under your tracks. I'm going to be buying the small dozer and doing a bit of an episode with the smaller one as well, just to see what that's like. I mean, it's the big dozer, smaller obviously. But I'm going to put small tracks on it, perhaps put some lights on it for the cosmetics and have a little look at those. Because, whoa! Oh dear. Never mind, I want this material gone anyway. So if I dig a hole here, it doesn't really matter. Always remember what shape your mine is. I've forgotten that there was a hole behind me. So yeah, it's easy to do, but as I've just demonstrated, you can really cut a ramp out somewhere quick with a dozer. Kind of a handy trait. The reason for all this ramp cutting and stuff is, if you saw my last video, the hoppers fill up, they jam up. So I ripped out all that last hopper because it was jamming up and I needed to get out, and you may as well just rip it out anyway, right? And decided to extend everything. I'm hoping to get a third machine in here. And these hopper runs that come out this way are going to sort of spread out like fingers throughout the mine. So I've always got a hopper nearby and a machine to load. And I'll just sort of move around, loading them in different ways, I think, and experiment. Go deep. It's that, or I could open up my double lithium seam. If you've got an opinion about that, let me know in the comments. So yeah, I'm just going back and forth with the dozer here, sort of knocking stuff out. Let me know if you found anywhere cool that you'd like me to mine as well, to see what my take is on it. Yeah, I'm just going to continue knocking this out gently, trying to keep a sort of a level on, so I've just angled the blade as I go. So when you turn into a corner, you angle the blades, whether that's the loader or the dozer. The grader does it, even though I've only had one little play with the grader. I'm going to do a video on that as well. So all of the cutting devices, excavator obviously, if they're on an angle, they'll cut on an angle, and you can get around it quite well with the dozer. You can cut angles deliberately with the loader if you're careful using the steering. So yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just gently cutting into that edge and widening the cut. I really want it to be wider than it is down there at this end, so just going to go in again from over here. Just trying to avoid the pay dirt at the moment. I'm going to try and clean all the soil off first. But, as you can see, by wiggling the blade left and right on the angle, you can sort of get it to cut when you come to a halt, because I'm trying to steer whilst I push forward. It's best to use the dozer in straight lines if you can. There's a few different ways of using it. A few of you have probably seen me use it to move large amounts of material into hoppers into previous videos. I will be experimenting with that again. But I think I'm going to try using the small dozer to see whether we can avoid the lag and crashes. But I've currently got the steam overlay disabled, so I'm hoping that's going to have an effect on the stability. We'll see how it goes. It was giving me a few problems in Space Engineers till I deactivated it, I know that. I think Railroads Online was okay with it. It's a hit and miss affair, that one. So whilst Out of Ore is a development game, Steam has its issues too in the development side of things that need working on. You can see there I just cut uphill and I actually got like rocks coming over the top. Luckily that's fallen off and gone off that way. But when that happens, they popcorn under your tracks, goes everywhere, and they also popcorn under your blade. They're a solid object. This is important with the loaders more than the dozer, in that when they get under the bucket they lift your front wheels up, and when your front wheels lift up in the air, it's like it stops cutting and producing the balls and just starts destroying the ground or something. Kind of handy, because it means that 500 can really chew through ground. Like, I really didn't do it justice in the other video, but yeah, as a ground destroyer and excavator, that 500 really moves. Really does the job quite well. So yeah, I'm just busting all of this out here really to help the excavator access for the 500. I'll probably, once I end this video in a bit, because it's only meant to be a short greeting for the morning, and I'll do something in depth after lunch when I've done a bit of gameplay, because next couple of days I'm playing some gameplay. Obviously between bouts of housework and that kind of thing. Gotta live right. Yeah, so all in all, the bulldozers are very effective tools, and I'm being a tool by keeping falling off of that. Yeah, I really enjoy using them. Like, it's a bit daring because my game could crash at any moment, but I say that, I get quite a warning. The FPS rate drops, you can tell. So jump out of the bulldozer, do a save, jump back in, and going and doing something else and letting the I guess mathematics and tables in the game settle down sort of does help. You get to the laggy point with the dozer and think, oh, stop doing that for a sec. Go over to building something or excavator exploring, just pick a different task for a few minutes. Bit of road building, just don't generate too many particles. So, and there's always smoothing. Decided I'm going to have to spend an hour or so running around smoothing out where I've built all the roads and stuff, because it seems like where you get a lot of shadows from the peaking, see all the peaking that's just down to the left of the dozer there on the hill, where those shadows are generated left, right and centre. It seems like the more advanced the graphic settings are, the worse the problem becomes. That where it makes my fans go on my PC really quite at a high speed, and it turns out that I've got a card that is actually pretty worthy still, even though it's an older generation one. I've got a 1080. Let me know what you're running and what your performance is like. You know, how long can you doze for with a big dozer? How many particles can you generate? Have you noticed this lag? There's a few things. So yeah, that's the dozer in depth. Model for it. Other than the extra large tracks conflicting with the mounting on the back, I actually really like the look of this one. I'm not sure about the one with the walkways. Let me know which you prefer in the comments. Walkways or no walkways? I'll have a little YouTube vote on it in the comments, and just see which way it goes, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we can set. Let me know if there's a way to set that up on YouTube. You know, kind of looking for a YouTube mentor, I guess. I guess that's a way to end this video. Is a request for a YouTube mentor. People who know about YouTube have had one offer, and I will be getting back to you on that one and asking you about that. But we're going to do that via the Discord I'm going to set up. So anyone who's interested in the Discord, once you've got it set up, let me know. I know that there's a way to set it up so that you can like accept terms and auto join. I'll be working on all of that. I need to do some reading. Kind of new to all this digital stuff. Doing my best. So yeah, I haven't found any glitches with the bulldozers particularly, other than if you dig the blade in too far at the start, you just ride up over the terrain. And when you're digging in, if you start piling up too much stuff and digging in too deep in one hit, you just come to a hole and start whining. It'd be nice to see something heavier, something perhaps with a higher blade at the front. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, you can see how easy it is to rip in new slopes that are mine if you want access or anything. So it doesn't take long, really. We've been going at this 12 minutes, and already it's like sizable difference in some of the coloration of the pay dirt in this pink layer. That's the pay dirt, I think. There are discolorations in this brown layer, which might mean different materials are in that layer. It's a question that I don't have answered. A bit like the question somebody asked me about how to use machines the other day, like the processors and stuff. What are they for? What order they're meant to go in? Pointed them to the Discord conversation where my viewer found out about the new update being dropped on the beta, but I obviously being an insomniac during the night, had a little read. People are sort of saying different things about it. You've got to remember this is a development game, it's been out a month, so things are going to change. But I'm in two minds about what I've read. I'm sort of really excited for it to see what it's going to be like, and at the same time I'm worried it's going to break my save. A broken save will mean a restart. But if I restart, let me know in the comments if like the restart happens because of the broken save, where you want me to go, straight for that double lithium seam that's just beyond where I've mined at the moment, because that's my prime spot that I was going to go for, and build another mine like this that's big and open but a bit narrower, get down a bit deeper, a bit quicker, perhaps get out some dream eye. As I say, leave some feedback in the comments, let me know what you want to see. I was going to get Dream out here to blow this away, but then I looked at the thickness of the dirt on this other side above the pay dirt and thought, I'm going to wreck a load of pay dirt. I won't do that. I can run it through these machines down there, you see. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm really loving it. Let me know what you think of your plays of the game as well, because at the end of the day, the worst feedback is no feedback, guys. You know, never know who's going to be reading those comments as well. Developers of the game might be watching, I don't know. But yeah, big thank you to the developers at NMC. Big thank you to all my viewers. Big thank you to the subscribers. Big thank you to the critics as well. Like, I really appreciate that kind of feedback. That helps me improve the viewing for everybody. Because life's all about improvement, and if you're not willing to improve, you probably shouldn't be here. So yeah, and improvement comes in many ways. For some people, a small amount of improvement is a big jump. and yeah, best to appreciate it all. So have a good rest of the day everybody. I'll see you later on, and yeah, stay safe and good mining.